people don't make the same mistakes twice. They make them 15 or 16 times, right? I think it's hard sometimes to learn from past mistakes. Now, in the moment, we usually kind of jump to the conclusion and maybe are extreme, right? Something happens, I'll never do that again. That was the worst mistake. I'm never going to invest money. Those aren't the right lessons. See, I invested in this project in Tennessee. And it was just all real estate was going up at the time, but I didn't ever go visit the project. I didn't know a lot about the area. And I bought it, and then when it started to lose money, I said, what questions should I have asked before making the investment? And you can actually go to wealthfactory.com/scorecard and get the 10 questions that I built to help analyze, is it a good investment for you or not? See, because risk isn't in the investment, it's in the investor. Are you a good investor or a bad investor? And these 10 questions will help you to become a better investor and find out if that investment is aligned with what I would call your investor DNA. I feel that people don't really have risk tolerance, they have loss tolerance. Nobody wants to lose money, and if we ask the same questions before someone invests and hasn't lost money, and then ask those questions after they invest, the numbers are completely different. People that said they were willing to take a lot of risk because they thought it equaled return don't want to take risk anymore after a loss. So let's help you avoid the same mistakes, because I saw people in 2008 and 2009 overextend themselves on real estate, invest in the stock market because everyone was investing without calculating, does it work, or protecting their downside. And if you start to protect those downsides, that will help you learn from past mistakes. If you start asking the questions, what question would I have asked, knowing what I know now after the loss, and start to write down and capture that. So as a matter of fact, I have a list, and I'll get you that list. You can just click below if you want to see some of the past mistakes I've made and then the lessons I learned from those that I now have written. And even in my bathroom, I have them laminated. In my office, I have them laminated so I can be reminded anytime the greed gland kicks in, anytime I hear about someone else making money, I can remind myself, am I a good investor in this or not a good investor? Does it relate to me? Does it not relate to me? And I go to those 10 questions at wealthfactory.com/scorecard, because if you can learn from your past mistakes, then history doesn't need to repeat itself, because I find it usually gets more vicious and more painful every time you don't learn it. So I want you to learn the right lesson instead of the wrong lesson, become a better investor, and keep a lot more of the money that you have.